everybody. Happy Tuesday. Today I have a really sweet story for all of you that have brothers. This book is Spencer and Vincent, the Jellyfish Brothers. It's written by Tony Johnston and it's illustrated by emilydove. And it's published by Simon & Schuster. And we want to thank them for allowing us to read this book to you today. So let's find out what this book is all about. Spencer and Vincent were brothers. Spencer was a jellyfish. Vincent was also. They lived together in the sea, their wet and shining home. Their dear mother and father were gone, so they only had each other. Spencer and Vincent invented a little song, which went like this. My brother, he's sweet, not smelly. I love him from down in my jelly belly. They often regaled each other with this ditty as they blobbed along over the foaming ocean waves. Spencer and Vincent loved each other to the very core of their jelly, as only brothers can do. One morning, at 8 to be precise, a storm brewed up from a far place. Patagonia, perhaps? Clouds gloomed over the wet and shiny sea. Waves bloomed up, waves blammed down. And oh, one wave of superior magnitude, that is really hugely enormous, swept Vincent away. Help! Spencer, save me! Screeched Vincent in a frightened voice as the wave of superior magnitude swashed him into the distant distance. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Now what's going to happen? Let's find out. I'm coming, yelled Spencer. He tried bravely to speed his way to Vincent, but he was racing slowly, pathetically slowly. How fast can jellyfish speed? Spencer was in essence a floater, a bobber of seas, a blob, a lump. In normal times, he could pulse himself along to some degree, but not in these high seas. I know somebody of superior magnitude who can help, Spencer thought. So he blobbed up to that somebody. So who do you think he's going to get to help? Horace, said Spencer in a most sympathetic way. Please, oh please, help me find my brother, swept away by a wave of superior magnitude. Horace, his friend whale, said, Okay, which way did he go? That way. Spencer pointed his many tentacles excitedly. Horace lunged himself and plunged himself over the wild and salty sea. Ahead of him, he nudged Spencer, ever on the lookout for Vincent, his brother. So, his whale friend's going to help him find his brother. Along the way, Spencer asked a mermaid he knew, Have you seen my brother? Your brother who's sweet, not smelly? Yes, that brother. He was swashed that way by a wave of superior magnitude, said the mermaid. All scaly and shimmery, she pointed toward a distant island. Thanks, Spencer said, as he pulsed on, nudged by good Horace, the whale of superior magnitude. So the mermaid's helping, and the whale. So let's find out who else is going to help him. Have you seen my brother? Cried Spencer in desperation. To anybody he came upon. A seahorse rose up from a forest of kelp. Have you seen my brother? Your brother who's sweet, not smelly? Yep, that brother. Yes, I saw him. Unfurling his tail, he showed the way. So the seahorse is helping too. Isn't that funny that everybody knows that that's the brother who's sweet and not smelly? Spencer blobbed on frantically. Have you seen my brother? Spencer kept calling through the ocean water. A sea star called from an outcropping of rock. Your brother who's sweet, not smelly? Yes, that brother. I saw him. Where? There. The sea star waved an arm toward a beach. So maybe he's getting closer. Sure enough, off in the distance blobbed Vincent. He looked woozy, dizzy, dazed, and stunned from the storm. Oh, but how grand. He was afloat on the water, not stranded on the sand. Spencer was overjoyed to the depth of his jelly, but he didn't go near for fear of being beached. By now, all the ocean creatures Spencer had met, and gobs of others, were eager to help him save Vincent. They crowded closer and closer. And can we see all these friends that are here trying to help him? It looks like we've got a seal and a crab and all other friends who tried to help him. Suddenly, a passing pelican dove down. "Hold fast, I'll scoop him up," he declared. He swooped low, beak open, to slurp Vincent. "Please don't," Spencer shouted, concerned that the pelican might swallow Vincent. Of course, by accident. Uh-oh. Everybody understood the tug of brotherly love, even the plummeting pelican. In mid-dive, he swerved off to somewhere else. Haste was of the essence. "Stand back, friends, I'm rushing in," yelled Spencer. He's gonna do it. He rushed as fast as a jellyfish can. Then he thought of a better plan. He remembered their song. Do you remember the song? Do you remember that song? He gathered all his jellyfish self together. He blasted with all his jellyfish heart. My brother, he's sweet, not smelly. I love him from down in my jelly belly." That sound perked Vincent up, the sound of his brother's voice. Vincent blinked his eyes. "Brother," he whispered, all groggy and limp. "I don't know if I can make it." Okay, so that song woke him up. Now let's see if they can get him. "Yes, you can," called Spencer. As one, the gathered sea folk chanted, "Yes, you can." From Spencer's words, Vincent took heart. With his last spark of verve, he slurped himself feebly toward his brother. He's gonna do it. Can you say, "Yes, you can"? I know he can. Then Horace smacked a fluke of superior magnitude, which we know means very big, and sent a foaming wave. The wave swashed Vincent up, floating him toward his brother. In a tenderness of tentacles, the brothers clasped together, an embrace of superior magnitude. Then, nudged by the good whale Horace, they blobbed upon the foaming ocean waves, all the wet way home. And look at that. They saved his brother. The end. And on the very last pages, there's a lot of really interesting facts about jellyfish. How many of you seen jellyfish when you go to the beach? I would love to know what you think about them. And in the very end, we've got some seaweed. So if you like this story, I would love to hear about it. And let me know if you've got a brother or a sister. Maybe you've got both. And maybe you don't have a brother or a sister. On Thursday, I've got a book for all you only children out there. So I will be back on Thursday with another book about friends. Until then, have a great couple days, and I'll see you soon.